G'day there, I'm SnakeOfBacon, and this is City Soccer Challenge. A game that looked so terrible I just had to buy 3. Released in, I have no idea when, this copy was made in 2010, City Soccer Challenge. Developed by Data Design Interactive, famous for making very bad Wii games, and published by Phoenix Games, famous for publishing and developing many things even worse than this. It is, as the title would indicate, a soccer and/or football game, where people with very large heads run around and kick a ball into goals on various ridiculous fields, which you can unlock by playing the game more, something you'll want to not do as soon as you start playing the game. Or in fact before that, since the game takes an incredibly long time to load, and while doing so, makes horrible grinding noises inside your PlayStation 2. As you can see, there are 5 balls that glow and say skill, and your skill seems to be either setting yourself on fire to run slightly faster, or erecting a force field around you so that you cannot be tackled, just like in real football. The game contains a menu screen, as most games do, where you can select how long you want to endure the game for, and then a team. It doesn't actually matter which team you pick, because all of them have identical attributes, but that is alright. Pick the one with the name that appeals most to you. And when you've finally chosen, it's time to load the match, which takes so long I could play a song I just made up in Fruity Loops 3 whole times. I'm not kidding, it really takes this long. And boy oh boy, wasn't that worth the wait. So I am Team Inferno playing against the Honeybees on their home field. It took me a little while to get used to the shooting controls. That first kick there was just luck. But once I did, well, it became a very, very one-sided game. Now it is likely that you are still asking yourself, why SnakeOfBacon? Why did you buy 3 copies of this game? Well, that is because when I went to the local Big W and had a look in their gaming section, I saw them there. They were $5 each. I picked up one, happy to pay that price, and scanned it to make sure it was actually being sold for $5. And guess what? It wasn't. It was 2 cents. So I bought every copy I could, causing much confusion amongst the new recruits of the Big W staff, who had no idea what to do and thought I must have rigged the system because nothing could possibly be that cheap. They obviously hadn't been in retail long enough to know that the standard procedure with stock that's been there for way too long is to put it at a ridiculously low price so it can at least be sold for some amount of money rather than throwing it in the garbage. This has left me with the question, what on earth do I do with 3 copies of City Soccer Challenge, 2 of which are still sealed? I don't know what to do with the sealed ones at the moment, but the unsealed one that I've played and reviewed, I will give to a viewer through a competition. More on that later. But first, final verdict on the game. Rubbish, terrible, avoid at all costs. The end. Now, the competition. Please excuse any problems with video and audio sync. My webcam sucks. Anyway, you can win this copy of City Soccer Challenge as signed by me, and all you have to do is send an email to snakeofprizes@gmail.com and tell me in 25 megabytes or less why you want it. Entries close June the 1st, at which point I'll read them all and decide which one's the best. Then you send me your address when I send you an email telling you it's the best, and I send it to you. Now, it is a PAL Region PlayStation 2 game, so if you actually wanted to play it, I'd suggest having a PAL Region PlayStation 2 first, but nonetheless I will send it anywhere in the world except for Antarctica and several war zones throughout Africa.